Hello everyone, this is the Shitcoin Detective. Today let's talk a little bit more about Tornado Cash and what is happening in the cryptocurrency world about this service that has been running. So this is the current website of Tornado Cash. As you can see, the website is not operational anymore, which unfortunately still means that the service is still operational. So if you can call the right smart contract, then you can still withdraw or deposit money there. So the news is that they arrested someone in Amsterdam who is suspected to be the programmer who was writing this service, basically. And the reason I'm talking about it is because there is very controversial views online that is on going on Reddit, people talking about it. This seems to be all the rage, and people keep defending these people that they did nothing wrong. So and for example, it's calling them a political prisoner, for example, that is currently in the news. So let's take a look at if they are in fact without any blame or without any crime, because I think we can say without a reasonable doubt that they knew that their service was used by criminals, because we can see that all the transactions that are happening, the transactions that were going into the smart contract were marked that where the money was coming from was for example, marked to be an exploiter, or were marked to be a hacker group, or they were marked Etherscam gave names to these people who were depositing or withdrawing money. So let's call it that they knew beyond reasonable doubt that their service was used by criminals, and they were facilitating money laundering operations for criminals, which is a criminal offense by itself, and it happens in the real world and not in the crypto world, then you go to prison for that. The other important factor I would like to point out, that this is normally how Tornado Cash has been operating. This is the router for the 100 Ethereum. So this is right now, this is $200,000 transactions that we are looking at. So these are how the transactions are looking. This is a deposit. It happened 8 hours ago. Someone deposited 100 Ether. And these two are a withdrawal transaction, right? So what we can see here is that the deposits are going into in a 100 Ether blocks, right? However, the withdrawals are going into multiple wallets, and the reason for that is that whoever was operating Tornado Cash was profiting from the whole operation. So they were letting criminals take your money, they were letting them get away with it, and they were profiting about this. So this is for example, this is as I said, for the 100 Ethereum smart contract. As you can see here, Uniswap exploiter, Alpha Homora version 2 exploiter, criminals depositing money at 100 Ether chunks into the smart contract, and each transaction 0.4 Ether was taken away by the website, whoever was running the website and whoever deployed the smart contract, and they were profiting about this. Now, let's just make the assumption that they were operating at this 0.4% fees, right? And according to the US Treasury, there has been a total of $7 billion worth of cryptocurrency laundered, which is, yeah, this is from TechCrunch, so it seems to be, and they are stating the US Treasury. So if we calculate with these two numbers, then the whoever was operating Tornado Cash made a total amount of $28 million since 2021. So that's about 1.5 years, something like that. So we can see here they launched the website, and it's only started going in 2021. This is the Ethereum account for that one smart contract. So at the highest point, there's been $800 million deposited into this smart contract. So we can see that it's not only that, you know, they knew that scammers and exploiters and thieves have been using their account, but they made a hefty profit. This is the amount of money that you gain from cryptocurrency, and then you buy a Lambo because you don't care anymore, and you know, because you have so much money that you can do whatever you want with it. So is it good or is it bad that they are shutting down this their website? They are doing everything in their power that this service is no longer operational. Well, one of the things that you should be aware that whoever is using cryptocurrency for scams, you know, if these people are behind bars, then you will be safer, right? I mean, if you put criminals who use cryptocurrency behind bars, that is necessary for cryptocurrency adoption, right? It is said that at the beginning only criminals were using cryptocurrencies, and you know, there was the Silk Road that was accepting payments in Bitcoin and everything, and now it's been estimated that I think 98% of the transactions that is happening on cryptocurrency are legitimate transactions, and only something like 2% of the cryptocurrency transactions are related to criminal organizations or criminal activities or paying for things that you're not supposed to buy. So if we shut down criminals and we take them out of circulation, and we shut down people who are rug pulling, we shut down people who are stealing monies in DeFi smart contracts, we are ending up with a cryptocurrency that is much safer to use, right? That is one of the reasons why I made this YouTube channel: make cryptocurrency safer, educate people that are using it. And one related news which has been happening is that someone is using Tornado Crash to basically frame famous people for using it. So there's a few examples here. So Snoop Dogg, for example, received money from Tornado Cash, and here is the original transaction ID that has been happening. So the Tornado Cash router has been sending money to these people, and basically what is happening here is that someone deposited to Tornado Cash, and when you're withdrawing, you can withdraw to any wallets that you want to. You only need to know the password to unlock basically the locker that you received. So it's like imagine that someone has a safety deposit box where you can walk in and place money in it, and then you receive a key, and then you give the keys to someone else, who then opens the safety deposit box and delivers the content to another person. Or, you know, he can deliver the money basically to you, you know, because that's what's usually happening, that you take a wallet which is known, and then you deliver it to another wallet which is anonymous, right? But you can deliver it to, for example, deliver it to Snoop Dogg. So that's what's happening here. Right, this is called framing, right? Frame up, which is a criminal offense. So whoever is doing it, you know, you're breaking the law. Please stop doing it. It's not nice. And that's the first thing, right? I looked it up. You know how many laws they're breaking. It was something like 4 or 5 laws according to U.S. Law that they're breaking, so there could be a few years in prison just by doing this. But since they are doing it, you know, to several people, that whoever is running this prank, if this goes to court, then you could face hundreds of years in prison if you are a US citizen. So that's not very smart thing to do, because they will be counted as separate cases of breaking the law. So I highly encourage you to stop doing it, right? And the other thing is that receiving money from Tornado Cash is basically is that a criminal offense to receive the money, because it's an issue with the Ethereum, the entire Ethereum virtual machine, is that you can receive money without your authorization. We have seen this being an issue, that you receive tokens that you didn't ask for and you cannot delete, and which can be malicious, like the dusting attacks, scams being delivered to you, or someone can send you an NFT with unwanted content in it. So and someone can send you a token with the unwanted name, which you cannot delete then. So this is a big problem with the Ethereum virtual machine, that basically they can send you anything that they want. Anyway, I think that's the news for today. I'm going to release another video tomorrow about some of the things that have been happening on the Harmony blockchain. In the meantime, I wish you safe trading and take care, everyone.